Hey, all three phases play together. One heartbeat. Let's go. Lines on three. 1, 2, 3, 5.
But buzz has increased around the idea of Kyler Murray going #1 overall, either to a Cardinals or another team if they traded up. However, I truly do believe Arizona will like to select Kyler Murray for their quarterback of the future. He has a little bit undersized, however, he poses an issue to other NFL teams as he's very mobile and he's well as a passer, just like Baker Mayfield was with the first overall pick last year. Murray is an electric athlete, incredible speed, and has the agility of anyone before him. With the second pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Nick Bosa, edge rusher, Ohio State. This is the best player in this year's class, and they fall to San Francisco. His combination of speed and strength is reminiscent of his brother, the Chargers Pro Bowler Joey Bosa. He would make a potent 1-2 pass rush punch opposite of D4. With the third pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, a trade happened and the Giants went from 6 to 3. The Giants select quarterback Dwayne Haskins, Ohio State. The Giants are in rebuild mode, and the idea of losing Odell Beckham Jr. to a trade and having an old quarterback like Eli Manning, it is time for them to start over. And Dwayne Haskins has impressed in his one season as the Buckeyes starter with a good arm, touchless throws. He will definitely be a starter for years to come and will be the successor of Eli Manning come this season or next season. With the fourth pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, the Oakland Raiders select edge rusher Josh Allen, Kentucky. Josh Allen is a fantastic edge rusher, as he is potentially one of the best, if not the best, edge rusher in the draft class. The Oakland Raiders lost Khalil Mack to the trade to Chicago last year, and they have missed pass rush. They only received 13 sacks last year. Josh Allen will fit right in and will be a dangerous defensive end for years to come. With the fifth pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle, Alabama. This defensive tackle is a great prospect that fits Tampa Bay well. With McCoy getting older, he would be the guy to success him and bring a potent defensive tackle to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is a great run stuffer and a great pass rusher. He will fit perfectly in for what they are doing. The sixth pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, the New York Jets select Devon White, linebacker, LSU. Devon White is a very versatile linebacker, and he can play both 3-4 and 4-3. He's versatile to play any part of the linebacker position, whether it be outside or inside. He has the ability to rush the passer and get after quarterbacks exactly what the way the New York Jets would want. With the seventh pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Jajuan Taylor, offensive tackle, Florida. The Jaguars have their quarterback in Nick Foles, but they still need to get someone in protection. Even after signing cast-off Cedric Ogbuehi, Jajuan Taylor worked his way into the first-round conversation and showed an improvement as a junior. He has the size of 6'5" and 312 pounds, and he's quick enough to handle speed rushers and powerful through them and pancake defenders. With the eighth pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, my Detroit Lions select T.J. Hockenson, tight end, Iowa. T.J. Hockenson is a well-rounded tight end who can pass catch and who can block off the running back and off defenders anytime. This man is a beast. He is known as Gronkowski Light. Detroit has had a lot of trouble when it comes to the tight end position, even though they picked up Jesse James. But they're looking to establish the run and keep defenses on the field. And T.J. Hockenson will do that for them. With the ninth pick in the 2019 NFL mock draft, the Buffalo Bills select Montez Sweat, edge rusher, Mississippi State. Montez Sweat is a modern-day combine record of a defensive lineman by running a 4.41 in the 40-yard dash. That speed shows up on tape as he has explosiveness and great size and length. He can rush the passer and also stop the run. Exactly what the Buffalo Bills need for that defense. With the 10th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Denver Broncos select Ed Oliver, defensive tackle, Houston. The defensive tackle position is what Denver Broncos need. They have great defensive ends, however, they need to have a defender who can plug the middle and stop the run. Ed Oliver can do that, and he would be a fantastic pick for. With the 11th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Drew Lock, quarterback, Missouri. Yeah, go ahead. They need the quarterback. Andy Dalton has not been doing well, and it's time for them to draft the quarterback of the future. Drew Lock reminds some people of Bills rookie Josh Allen. Both have good size, strong arms, athleticism, and wow plays. And that's what Cincinnati needs. It's time to move on from Andy Dalton. With the 12th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Noah Fant, tight end, Iowa. It is time for them to have themselves a weapon. Aaron Rodgers is not getting any younger as he's 37 years old. Their offense has been stagnant. It's time to give Aaron Rodgers a weapon, and a deadly one, to create mismatches down on defenses. He has great speed, hands, and create lanes that Aaron Rodgers could throw to him and instantly make that offense 100% better than what it's been in the past. With the 13th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, Miami Dolphins select Devon Bush, linebacker, Michigan. The Miami Dolphins are in rebuild mode, and it's time to rebuild the linebacker position. Devon Bush, the son of a former Falcons first rounder with the same name, is only 5'11", but he's a tough linebacker. He has great speed and fantastic instincts. He will rush the passer and stop the run. It'll definitely help that defense out in Miami. With the 14th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle, Clemson. There's not much defensive help available for Atlanta at this point. Defensive tackle is the position they go for, as they need the ability to stop the run and rush the passer. Christian Wilkins will do that for them. He's a plug-and-play defensive tackle, and he'll immediately help that defense out. With the 15th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Washington Redskins select DK Metcalf, wide receiver, Ole Miss. Washington traded for Case Keenum as a replacement for Alex Smith. So, he needs himself weapons. They do not have much there in Washington. Whether they decide to pick up a Josh Rosen from Arizona, who knows, but they need a weapon, and DK Metcalf blew up the combine with a 4.33 second 40-yard dash, 40.5 vertical, 11.2 broad jump, and 27 reps on the bench press. He's a straight beast for 6'3" and 3/8 and 228 pounds. His agility will test defenses, and he will make mismatches all over the field. With the 16th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Clelin Ferrell, edge rusher, Clemson. Julius Peppers retired, leaving newly signed Bruce Irvin as the team's only established rusher. Clelin Ferrell will be a plug-and-play defensive end and his top prospect at this point. They will put him in that defense, and they will have the ability to replace Julius Peppers as he is gone. Clelin Ferrell will be a great defensive end for them at the 16th pick. With the 17th pick, the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the New York Giants select Rashawn Gary, edge rusher, Michigan. New York Giants is in rebuilding mode, and what they've always been known about is having great defensive line. If they got rid of Snacks Harrison last year to the Detroit Lions, it's time for them to get themselves a good defensive tackle and a versatile defensive end. And Rashawn Gary can do that, as he is a versatile player and he can play both positions. He can be used in many different ways, and it will definitely establish that defense is a good piece for the future. With the 18th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jonah Williams, offensive tackle, Alabama. The Minnesota Vikings offensive line took a step back last season after being one of the best in 2017. Jonah Williams is 6'4.5", 302 pounds, with great athleticism, and can play either inside or outside as a guard or a tackle. With spending so much money on Kirk Cousins, it is time for them to protect him, and he will be a great pick for that team. With the 19th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Tennessee Titans select edge rusher Brian Burns, Florida. They need some edge rushers on that team, and Brian Burns is the best player at this position at this time. He is a little lighter as an edge rusher, however, he has a big frame at 6'6", 3.5", and he's an excellent speed at 4.55 40. He's a bend-not-break defensive end, and he will attack the quarterback and stop the run. With the 20th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Marquis Brown, wide receiver, Oklahoma. Juju Smith has become the #1 receiver after trading Antonio Brown, but the newly signed Donte Moncrief isn't the answer for the second receiver. For them to get a second receiver, they need to pick Marquis Brown, wide receiver. He's an explosive, speedy receiver who is a deep threat, and he can touch and receive any pass and take it to the house. With the 21st pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Jerry Tillery, defensive tackle, Notre Dame. The Seattle Seahawks tagged Frank Clark, but they still have a major need to rush the passer. In particular, a disruptive defensive tackle to pair with a non-run stuffer and Jerron Reed. Tillery is a powerful, bull-rushing 3 technique who's had 7 sacks in 2018, including 4 against Stanford. With the 22nd pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select A.J. Brown, wide receiver, Ole Miss. Yes, wide receiver is much of a priority for the Ravens, as it's an old-school run-first offense, but only 2 of the 5 receivers on their roster saw action last year, and they combined for 847 yards and 2 touchdowns. A.J. Brown is a big receiver with good size, as he's 6'1", 226, and the ability to make defenders miss. The 23rd pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Houston Texans select Andre Dillard, offensive tackle, Washington State. Deshaun Watson was sacked as high 62 times in 2018. Andre Dillard is a prototypical left tackle at 6'5", 350 pounds. He's very athletic and he moves well in pass protection, but he could improve in the run game. With the 24th pick, the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Greedy Williams, cornerback, LSU. It is time to find another starting quarterback opposite of Garon Conley. Greedy Williams has excellent ball skills and technique in both man and zone defenses, and he's become a #1 quarterback in the short order. It also does help that the Oakland Raiders have Nevin Lawson, who is terrible. With the 25th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Cody Ford, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. The Eagles plugged their last major hole when they traded for Bears running back Jordan Howard, leaving them a true best player available situation when it comes to April. In this scenario, they had some depth along the offensive line. Insurance of Brandon Cooks isn't the same as for his Achilles surgery or a long-term replacement for Jason Peters. Cody Ford is a tough mauler who fits well as a tackle and inside guard. With the 26th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Dexter Lawrence, defensive tackle, Clemson. After building outward from the offensive line last year, general manager Chris Ballard could follow the same approach in this defense and bring a stalwart defensive tackle. Dexter Lawrence is a space eater at 6'4.5", 342 pounds, making him an ideal run stuffer in the heart of the defense. With the 27th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Josh Jacobs, running back, Alabama. The Raiders just cast off Isaiah Crowell in free agency, but they may not be the stop for when it comes to running back position. Adding another runner into the backfield is exactly what they need. Josh Jacobs is a tough do-it-all back who can take the ball between the tackles and passes unblocked. The 28th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Nasir Adderley, safety, Delaware. The Chargers hit a home run last year when they got Derwin James, fell to them. Now it is time to find a running mate and free safety. Nasir Adderley is a ball hawk who can slide right into the Chargers' defensive backfield. With the 29th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Byron Murphy, cornerback, Washington. The Chiefs' offense can play up in boatloads of points. Now they need to get defense that can stop on the other side to help their team. Byron Murphy is one of the smaller side of the cornerbacks at 5'11 and 182 pounds, but he makes up for it for his excellent technique, instincts, and ball skills. With the 30th pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Dalton Reisner, offensive tackle, Kansas State. After giving Aaron Rodgers another target with their early first-rounder, the Packers should try to protect their quarterback, particularly on the interior. Dalton Reisner, according to Pro Football Focus, allowed just 27 pressures in 4 seasons as starter. He can also play tackle or guard for the next level. With the 31st pick, the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Garrett Bradbury, offensive guard, North Carolina State. The Rams lost Roger Saffold in free agency, and John Sullivan remains unsigned, leaving the NFC North champions with holes in the guard and center position. Bradbury's a solid both pass protection and run blocker, and he can slot right in right away to help that team out. With the 32nd pick in the 2019 NFL Mock Draft, the New England Patriots select Ervin Smith, tight end, Alabama. Rob Gronkowski's retirement leaves a glaring hole for the tight end for this team that relies heavily on the position. Irv Smith Jr. is a clear-cut number 3 tight end in the class behind the 2 Iowa products, but he's a great receiver and blocker in his own right. Plus, you can't count out that Bill Belichick, Nick Saban connection. Right, folks, go ahead and critique me on my mock draft. Tell me what I did right, what I did wrong, what do you think your team should not have. And with that said, tell me who you would like with certain picks with your certain teams. All right, thanks, folks.